with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill, he promised Char, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Char's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. We're victim across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Oh, sorry. Hi guys, King Jad here. Welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Thursday the 24th of July 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well. Thank you to Morgana for popping a 3-month Bingo Barry membership message saying this is a goblin-free bingo. So Morgana, detractor of goblins, has decreed there is no goblins within this fucking bingo stream, right? Yeah, good on you, Morgana, for making sure there's no bastard and goblins appear in the bingo and all that jazz. Now, before we begin anything else, of course, the breaking news from today, as you can probably see in like Phil's chat and even in Raw Phil as well, Hulk Hogan has passed away. You know, the immortal Hulk Hogan, you know, how can I, not really immortal, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, he's known, you know, I know they're a very controversial figure, you know what I mean, obviously they were very, a lot of wrestlers have talked about how political he was and how he didn't want to work things with him, whatever, you know, I mean, he was quite selfish. By all accounts, he sounds like a bit of an arsehole in the grand scheme of things. But a lot of us though grew up not knowing those stories. A lot of us only kind of grew up knowing what we saw on TV, you know, things like fucking him scooping Andre the Giant, you know, at WrestleMania, this kind of shit here, you know. Hulking up, you know.
I don't know if he's got enough left in him.
Like, as I was saying, we didn't know the politics that fucking went on and all that shit, you know. I mean, we only fucking saw what TV showed us and Hogan being an entertainer and all that shit, you know what I mean? Skip Sarah and Andre. Yeah, fucking pure lost the damn minds when that fucking happened. You know, slamming the Giant and all that shit in the leg drop, 1, 2, 3, boom. Yeah, fuck me, man. But yeah, but mostly, I grew up, you know, I've told you guys before, I'm a wrestling fan myself. You know what I mean? I was one anyway in the past. Some of my earliest wrestling memories are about Hulk Hogan. You know, like, so that is like the very first, so my first wrestling experience. I don't know why this match sticks out to me, but I think I kept watching it on repeats because it was available on VHS at my local like video store. Hulk Hogan versus Big Boss Man in a blue steel cage. Very old fashioned steel cage kind of thing. Those like square like bars in the fucking steel cage or whatever. For whatever reason, I seem to watch that match a ton as a kid. You know what I mean? And it's a brutal fucking match, but you know, and fuck me, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, Hogan arguably made wrestling into like wrestling wasn't that big until Hulk Hogan kind of hit the scene, and also with Vince McMahon behind him and all that shit, and you know, Hulkamania. You know, and I think it just kind of fucking exploded in popularity, and Hulk Hogan was there practically for the birth of it, you know, and it helped propel wrestling into like something that was big and major, you know what I mean? Everything today essentially, you know what I mean? Like these days it's also, it's a bit more, it's not as nerdy to be a wrestling fan, you know what I mean? John Cena, big movie star, The Rock, big movie star, Batista as well, but these are guys who also cut their teeth wrestling. They started off as wrestlers before they broke into the entertainment, you know, side of things or whatever. And obviously before all them, Hulk Hogan was doing that shit fucking way before and making shitty movies well before those guys were doing it. Obviously, he was fucking doing the wrestling as well, and all that, you know what I mean? That's how he fucking made a name for himself, you know? And it's like, it's just, yeah. But yeah, it's also the big question, of course, that we're all asking ourselves today is, how is Phil Burnell going to react to his hero being gone? Hulk Hogan was a big... Phil loved Hogan. You know, there's no denying that Phil absolutely fucking loved Hogan. You know, so the big question is does Phil yet know... I don't even know if Phil knows yet. He's not in his chat yet or anything, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see Phil's reaction to all this happen. There we go. Okay, so also rest in peace, of course, to Hogan. Like, I know if you hear things about people, whatever, you know what I mean, like, you know, how they're awkward to work with, whatever, I didn't want to do this or that, or whatever is political and all that shit. Obviously, most of us won't know. Most of us will only know what we saw on TV, essentially, you know what I mean, growing up and out. And a lot of people, especially, you know, the older generation, they grew up, if they're into wrestling and they're my sort of age, Hogan was probably one of those people that kind of helped them appreciate and enjoy wrestling. We're a fucking big fan now, no, it's obviously that's one of those things. But yeah, Hogan was definitely one of those guys that helped you get into it if you're my sort of age. So there we go. So, but rest in peace, obviously. It was a fair age, wasn't he? How old was he again? Like, was it 75? Was it, or was it 70 something? Like, he was a fair age. I think he was born in like 55 or something, you know? Oh, he's 71. Sorry, 71. But yeah, it was like 1950. I think he was born in 1955 or 54 or something like that. I don't know. But it was a fair fucking age. You can't realise it. You know what I mean? But like, you think back to when he started wrestling, even back then he was a fucking old bastard, you know what I mean? But it didn't seem that way because also you're just fucking young and you're watching this bizarre bald guy with a, you know, with flowing hair doing leg drops and hulking up and all that jazz. But anyway, fuck it, yeah. Let's focus on bingo today. Now guys, remember Phil is not planning to do a podcast today. Phil is planning to do just a little mini brief introduction, and then he's going to start playing bingo. Sorry, playing bingo. We play bingo. He's going to start playing gameplay around about 12 PM his time. So we have a 3x3 bingo card. However, we have already technically won bingo once today. So Sonny gifted 50 members, and yeah. so we had 10 free spaces. And it's a 3x3 bingo card, which means that we technically already won bingo already. So what I'm going to do is obviously start with a fresh bingo card with one free space because it carries over. So we've won bingo already. I've already added the first bingo victory to the prize fund and all that jazz. I've already counted up. So we're starting today's bingo with one free space, courtesy of that member bomb from Sonny earlier on. The best part is I'm convinced that member bomb kind of broke the memberships. So, you know, like Sonny gifted 50 members and it started giving it members to people and it got to BST and it gave BST a membership and then the fucking thing broke and no one else got one after BST. So I think YouTube just fucking glitched out because it saw BST get a membership and it thought, well, shit, we're just going to stop giving it members. They were broke. Broside Phil's had a revelation today. If you consider that he streams 6 times a week and that he streams twice a day, if you do the math, you'll find Phil's like, is that some Steiner math? Is that some Steiner math you're trying to do there? Hell. You know, Steiner math would work very well for Phil trying to argue that he deserves 150. Hey, so here's some fucking Steiner math for you. Phil believes that he deserves $150 per stream. However, Phil streams less time during a night stream than he does during a day stream, and yet he still demands and expects the same fucking money. So why is Phil's time more valuable from fucking 6:30 PM to 9:30 PM compared to fucking 12 PM to 4 PM? It doesn't make much sense, does it? Steiner math does not add up. But yeah. Oh yeah, fucking. I love the fact that they've even got, like, you know, what's his name, Braun Breaker. What is he to Scott Steiner? I know Braun, you know, the guy Braun Breaker, the character. I know he's related to Scott Steiner. Is that his uncle or something? But I love how Braun Breaker. Yes, it's his nephew. Okay, yeah, it's nephew. And they got Braun Breaker to do Steiner promo as well. He's Rex. Okay, he's Rex. Okay, anyways. Okay, I knew he's related, but I wasn't sure exactly how. You know, but yeah, so Scott Steiner's his uncle. I love how Braun Breaker done his own version of like the like fucking stagger him off, and he nailed it. They fucking nailed it to perfection, yeah, for sure. Anyway, before we begin, obviously bingo today, there's a couple of things to go through. Phil decided to take some time before, so Phil was late to his night stream of fighting games, and his Mario Kart, he decided to fucking clip his Mario Kart review and upload it, and it's basically Mario Kart review is both a separate video and almost a third of the entire podcast. It's just fucking ridiculous, you know. Like I don't know why I felt compelled to. Well, I don't know what you might see happening, and I think we're going to see this happen soon. I have a feeling that he's going to delete this Mario Kart review from the podcast. Phil has been going back and removing clips from the podcasts now and again for reasons unknown. Like, we don't know why Phil's doing it, but he keeps going back and trimming things out from certain podcasts that he uploads every day. And it's actually this channel here, DSP Bingo, has been tracking it. I can show you actually the things if I can find. Hold on. What is it? He had a tweet here showing like a wee breakdown of some of the things that he found in the clips that were, you know, removed and the time differences or whatever. Where is it? Where is it, you bastard? Fuck. I'm sure. Yeah, here it is. This is back. Yeah, it's like a week, you know, a few days ago. Sorry. So he looked at May and all of June podcasts. It looks like May 29th, June 3rd, 4th, 24th, 25th are all major ones. I'm looking to these later on in the week to see if it's dead air or if it's segments. We're not sure if Phil's removing dead air or whatever, but obviously he's sometimes removing like 16 minutes worth or 12 minutes worth, 17, 20 minutes worth. Like that's what I'm saying, like he's removing these from the uploaded podcasts. And DSP Bingo is going to, you know, try and look into like why he's doing it, and sometimes he's removing, sometimes it's dead air and removal, and sometimes he's actually removing entire segments where he's critical of some games. Like I think he was critical about some sort of like bizarre horse racing simulator game with anime girls or whatever. I think he criticised that and he removed that from the podcast. Reasons unknown. So there we go. Anyway, yeah, Phil's uploaded this crap to his channel, and I guess, well, this is why he does it all. Obviously, I mean, the podcast uploaded hour and a half long. Nobody really fucking cares. I upload this clip here with clickbait title Mario Kart's crap, capital letters, exclamation mark, and I will say 500 plus views. Just like that, Phil has got a lot more views because of the angry title and exclamation marks and the more digestible format of video. So, anyway, Phil explains why he was late to his night stream. Apparently it involves a dog, his neighbour's dog.
Okay, I was up here uploading my review of Mario Kart World, which is a segment that I took out of my podcast this morning. It's like 20 minutes of me talking about the game and my final thoughts. I edited that down to a video and I was uploading it. And it was going at a decent rate, but it didn't look like it was going to be done for 7 o'clock. So I said, oh, I'll just check on a few things. As I'm doing that, I get a call saying that tomorrow the garbage and recycling is different. They're not doing recycling, they're doing double garbage. So I had to run downstairs to change, because I had cans out front, and I had to change the cans that were out front of my house. And I'm thinking, this will take like a minute, no big deal, because it's uploading anyway, it's fine. As I'm doing that, one of my neighbor's dogs is running down the street in front of me with a broken leash. The dog had chewed through its leash and was loose in the neighborhood. So I ran and caught the dog and grabbed the leash.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So I ran and caught the dog and grabbed the leash and brought it to its owner. So, what the heck? That was completely unexpected.
I just love how, like, okay, one, I don't believe this actually fucking happened, and two, even if it fucking did happen, what a boring fucking non-eventful life you must lead if you think this is a story worth fucking telling to your audience. Like this is literally like nothing. This is nothing. There is nothing special about this. There's nothing important. There's nothing crazy about the situation whatsoever. I was like, oh hey, a dog. Hey, neighbour. You're right there, neighbour. You're dug gaff. Yeah, that's a shame. That's all right. Okay, here you go. No, it's like Imagine, can you imagine Phil in a situation where he's like fucking telling, like, imagine, let's pretend for a second that Phil had friends. I know, hilarious. And he's gone out with these fucking hypothetical friends, and they're fucking telling each other what they've been up to lately. And Phil's going to fucking sit there and fucking tell them, well, I caught my neighbour's dog the other day when I was going out to like get the garbage fixed. I was like, really, Phil? Please tell us more. I was like, yeah, well, I mean, the guy had to move the garbage cans because, you know, the fucking, this and that happened. So, yeah, and then the neighbour's dog, the leash broke. And so I leapt into action. I was like, don't worry, fellow neighbour-style human. I will capture your runaway hound. I mean, no, fuck off. You wouldn't. Why would you tell this story? It's so weird.
And so then when I came back inside, I was like, oh crap, it's already like 7:15. Let me get started. The video has uploaded.
Wait. You spent 50, wait. Hold on. There's a strange time discrepancy in Phil's story. Let's just listen to it all. Hold on. And hold on. I'm not going to listen to it all, but I'll write it back here. Phil was outside his own home. And hold on.
They're doing double garbage. So I had to run downstairs to change because I had cans out front. And I had to change the cans that were out front of my house. And I'm thinking, this will take like a minute. No big deal because it's uploading anyway. It's fine.
And keep in mind, it's like 7 o'clock. It's like roughly 7 o'clock already, you know what I mean? It feels like fucking, you know what I mean? It'll take a fucking minute, however.
As I'm doing that, one of my neighbor's dogs is running down the street in front of me with a broken leash. The dog had chewed through its leash and was loose in the neighborhood. So I ran and caught the dog and grabbed the leash and brought it to its owner.
And that took you 15 minutes, Phil?
So, what the heck? That was completely unexpected. And so then when I came back inside, I was like, oh crap, it's already like 7:15. Let me get started. Dog.
I don't understand where the time went. That's not a 15-minute task. The way Phil tells it, that's not a 15-minute task. Unless it's some sort of like Benny Hill sketch where I run in circles trying to catch that dog.
You know, the video has uploaded and everything. We're good to go.
I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. So, I love this fucking thing from Bieber Sucks. So I ran and caught the dog and brought it to its owner. So what the heck? Oh hell. That dragon's saying if a dog chewed through its leash, then it'd be maybe 4 inches long. No way Phil can catch a 4-inch long target sprinting like that. Yeah, a lot of the story doesn't make sense, does it? A lot of it does not make sense. Also, yeah, Phil. Phil played Street Fighter vs. Capcom, whatever. Hey, bitches, are you playing your fighting games like men or cowardly cocksuckers? Phil was apparently very angry with some of his fellow pro-style, colleagues from back in the day here.
Wow, it dropped the input again. Dude, I can't move. I literally can't move. It's so laggy. Look, I can't do anything. So, dude, you're a terrible player. You have an awful connection and you do the same thing over and over. The game drops the inputs and teleports you into me and I can't stop it. You suck. You're a fucking bitch. A bitch bitch. You don't even play the fucking game. You're a bitch. Over and over. I'll just keep doing it. Doi. Look, it's hitting. Doi. Wow, you really use your fucking brain there, dude. What a bitch. Nah, I'm sorry. He's a fucking bitch. That's not how you fucking play a fighting game like a man. You're a cowardly bitch. Over and over, I'll just keep doing it because the instant air dash can't be blocked online. Here we go. Duh! Sad. Dude, it's 2025. And these old, washed-up losers still fucking play like scrubs.
Speak for yourself, you fucking loser.
Abusing life. The truth is, he's not good at CVS 2. He's not. He fucking only wins online. He's never done a damn thing in CVS 2 before.
You want to fucking day come out to your fucking strange little home and play it in person? And beat your ass there as well?
I'm serious. He sucks shit. He's a terrible fucking player, and he can kiss my ass. Seriously, you're gonna play like that like a cowardly cocksucker online. You suck, dude.
Jesus, man.
Alright, well, it's time for another set, and I
salt.
gotta fucking split the part.
So much salt. Sodium overload. Apparently Phil is awake in his chat right now. If we go back 5 minutes or whatever. He apparently says good morning. Is it? No, where is he? Where is it? Is he not awake yet? I thought, is Phil still not there? What in the fuck? Jesus, man. Sorry. Yeah, and I seen that as well. I seen that as well. All right, Squad Quotes, it's time. I seen that as well, Steve. Anyway, we can actually see more from Phil's night stream, you know, antics, because Sunspot Gallery has a new Bacon Sweats compilation. Phil did not have a good night last night, not only because he got his arse kicked off, off good players in the game, not only because someone apparently ducked him. So one of the people he agreed to play with had something come up last second, and Phil implied that he was running scared. Like, I guess Phil can't contemplate the fact that other people might have some present in real life commitments to deal with sometimes, and not just fucking have no other responsibilities with their fucking non-existent life like Phil has. But yeah, so Phil was super toxic last night, and he only made $34. Enjoy this Bacon Sweat compilation. I know I'm gonna.
No one showed up, no one engaged, and no one supported, and it's the worst stream I've done in a year and a half. I get a call saying that tomorrow the garbage and recycling is different. They're not doing recycling, they're doing double garbage. So
not again. Not again. Maybe he's asking us a new channel. No, Sunspot Gallery has been around for a while, to be fair. I'll show you guys. We've seen this story before. We've seen this segment already. But Sunspot is somebody who has made a whole bunch of these back in the past. It doesn't do a huge amount of them, you know what I mean? It's like when Phil has a slow day, he'll be happy to jump on board that and make a new Bacon Sweats video. But he does his own videos as well, and some other things as well, you know what I mean? He's on Twitch as well sometimes, you know, as well, doing other things. And, but yeah, so he's been around though for a good while, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a whole bunch, you know, for a few years now. But he just doesn't, he's not as regular. But when Phil has a slow night, it's not unusual to see some Bacon Sweats getting cried. So there we go. So feel free to check him out if you want to do so. Keep an eye on the channel. I'll throw a link in the chat I'll throw a link in the chat so you guys can check him out for yourself if you haven't done so already. 500 plus videos, so yeah, definitely not new for sure. But they're not as but they don't upload every day though. They just whenever they feel like it, they upload and make something like this.
I had to run downstairs to change, because I had cans out front. I had to change the cans that were out front of my house. As I'm doing that, one of my neighbor's dogs is running down the street in front of me with a broken leash. The dog.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
Dog had chewed through its leash and was loose in the neighborhood. So I ran and caught the dog and grabbed the leash and brought it to its owner. So, what the heck? That was completely unexpected. By the way, already people talking shit in the kick chat saying I made up the story. Go fuck yourself and enjoy your permanent ban, you fucking LARPing Dunstan pieces of shit. All right. I actually have to pee really bad. I didn't even get to use the bathroom because I was running around outside chasing a dog for like 10 minutes.
I want to give you, Adam, the opportunity to kind of...
Good evening, Jade. How are you? How was Din Din's? Din Din's was good. It was tuna casserole. Tuna casserole, and it was good. Let's get some support for Capcom versus SNK 2. Old school throwback fun. All right? Who's going to be the first contributor? Who's going to do the first super chat, the first tip, and the first sub right now? Let's see who it's going to be. This is a way for them to get you, to get your money and then keep it, you know? Why red on red? Because it looks good, stupid. Red socks. I'm all color coordinated. Look, another shade of red. So we have red, red, and red.
Who the fuck cares, you boring bastard? I am convinced that Phil is oddly flexible. I feel like, you know, it's weird that he can maneuver his foot so he can practically suck his own toes. You know, it feels like, you know what I mean? Phil strikes me as a sort of person who's probably tried to blow himself before.
Are we going to get started? We got to get at least one contribution here on the stream. Let's get one.
Why? Why? What was the point of that?
Let's get one super chat or one tip or one sub, and then we'll begin. Just one contribution, and then we'll boot it up and get started.
Imagine fucking threatening. I'm not going to start this game until somebody sends me financial contributions. Wow. I thought the whole point of your streams was to fucking provide entertaining gameplay, and the fucking audience would reciprocate by giving you money. Haven't you told us for the longest fucking time that you try and entertain your audience by entertaining them with gameplay, and if they want to give you money to support your entertaining gameplay, they would give you money? So why have you fucking changed the goalposts here, and why have you demanded money to then start the game?
All right, let's do it. Who's going to be the first person? And then we'll begin.
God damn it. Broside Phil sent me something on fucking Discord. Son of a bitch. You need to, hold on. I feel like, should I try and incorporate this into the bingo streams? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, hell. God almighty. This is exactly what happens. You know, this is exactly what happens. Hold on, sorry. I'll go here. There we go. Get that dog. I'm gonna get that dog. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. It just ran. That's exactly how it ran. It doesn't matter how fast it runs, he still can't catch a dog. Oh, God, oh, fucking hell, man. There we go. might try and sneak that into like bingo in some way or some sort of animation. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's get back to the compilation. And is the bad man awake yet? Well, Phil's awake because the stream is on. You know, he's activated his fucking sideshow, so he's awake at least. So we have that. Anyway, let's get back to this.
All right. I guess we're not going to get anything. I was hoping to get at least one contribution. I guess not, and I'm not going to wait all night. I want to play the game. So I just hope that we do get support tonight. I want to keep this momentum going. We got it back again this morning, and
then it fucking vanished again for this fucking stream. By the way, Phil, remember Phil said if he doesn't get money for games, he's going to drop the games because he needs to fucking make the money. This game is the exception. And Phil, I mean, a lot of people are calling Phil out for why he's not planning to drop this game because it failed to hit the goal. Phil didn't even come close to hitting the goal. And a lot of people have called out Phil as to why he's not dropping the game. Like he's dropped Mario Kart, for example, for not hitting the goal. Like he's dropped the DLC for GTA 4 for not hitting the goal. Because remember, when Phil explained this before, there are two exceptions to the rule. He won't drop games. One reason, of course, is if he's getting money for it all the time, and the second reason is if he likes the game, which implies that Phil doesn't like most games he plays. Basically, Phil implies that he hates most of the games that he plays for a living, but if he likes the game, he'll keep playing it regardless of how fucking little support it's getting. And this is an old school fighting game, so of course Phil is not going to drop it because this is the closest Phil comes to fucking being semi-decent at fucking video games. He can't let go of the fucking past. And how barely fucking relevant it was within these fucking fighting games from way back when.
Obviously, I want to keep rolling towards us hitting our goals, and doing another DSP Tries It this week would be amazing, okay? Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It's a bonus stream of Capcom versus SNK 2 this week. I can't block. I couldn't do anything. This is fun. An interesting day, a mixed day, a day of, I don't know, I'd say a little bit of confusion, but let's talk about it because overall I still think it was a good day, all right? So what am I talking about? Awful fucking gameplay. What a scrub. Complete garbage gameplay. You sucked. What a fucking scrub. God damn, dude. Dude, why do I keep getting hit? I'm not doing anything. Basically, I had a couple matches against people who I hate to say, they're not good, but they've played enough and abused lag enough that they got to master ranking. Can't do anything. I can't. Yo, again, I'm not even doing anything. I haven't done a thing. I didn't push it in for. I'm holding back. Hits me anyway. Yo, Spider Dan, you're a bitch. I'm gonna straight up call you a bitch. You're a bitch. This is fun. Spider Dan, whose ass I whooped last time, actually was on there again. And he was monstrously abusing lag, like to the point where he's not even using game mechanics. He's just using lag mechanics. And I'm like, all you do is abuse lag. You literally mash buttons with Joe and you do air dash over and over with fucking Morgan, and you can't stop it online because your connection is ass. You literally reach master abusing the game. You're a bitch. You fucking suck. Wow, what a sore fucking loser. Because last time I beat him in the set, this time he's literally roll throw, mash punch, roll throw, mash, roll throw. Dude, what are you doing?
More importantly,
Who fucking cares?
I can't believe he's this bad and he abuses it and he thinks he's a good player. He got to master like this. That's fucking pathetic shit, dude. It is. That's bitch mode shit. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what just happened. I don't know why I got hit.
I've got a good idea what happened, Phil. You got your ass knocked the fuck out, sucker. Oh, going live. Oh, here's. Oh god, the black begging shirt. So Phil has one slow stream, and the black begging shirt is worn, and he looks all forlorn. A very important thing to try and establish here.
Friday, good morning, everybody.
Raw Phil actually. So Raw Phil is on his toes, and he unmutes him pretty much straight away. So we don't need to like leave Raw Phil or anything. There's nothing need. So we'll leave him on pause right there. Fantastic stuff. And we'll build up speed up juice. Make sure it's 1.5. And also make sure as well 1080p. But yeah. He's wearing black for Hogan. Jesus Christ. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, you guys are sick. I love it.
By a complete random move, and it leads to an insane 60% health loss. Completely lame. Wow! It dropped the input again!
That's a good point, actually. Phil has technically failed to hit the goal on 3 of his last 4 streams. He failed, remember, he failed 2 on Tuesday as well. But yeah, Sunday and Monday saw Phil giving over $1,000, you know? And then, you know, Tuesday was slow for him, and Phil's like, oh, fuck, you guys, you know, what the fuck, you know? Phil still made like $170 that day across 2 streams combined. But Phil still acting like it's the end of the fucking world. And yesterday fucking made, I think over the whole day made like 200 odd overall, because the day stream done well for him. But long story short, Phil wants more. Phil needs more. Phil's going to ask for more. Phil's going to demand more. And if you're not forthcoming with that money, then that's your problem, not his.
Dude, I can't move. I literally can't move. It's so laggy. Look, I can't do anything. So, dude, you're a terrible player. You have an awful connection and you do the same thing over and over. The game drops the inputs and teleports you into me and I can't stop it. You suck. You're a fucking bitch. A bitch bitch. You don't even play the fucking game. You're a bitch. Over and over. I'll just keep doing it. Doi. Doi. Look, it's hitting. Doi. 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 Wow, you really use your fucking brain there, dude. What a bitch. Nah, I'm sorry. He's a fucking bitch. That's not how you fucking play a fighting game like a man. You're a cowardly bitch. Over and over, I'll just keep doing it because the insta air dash can't be blocked online. Here we go. Duh! Good evening, Jade. How are you? Sad. Dude, it's 2025. And these old, washed-up losers still fucking play like scrubs.
Old bastard!
The support was nearly non-existent. Guys, if you could support the stream, I would love it. Sadly, we got almost no support for CVS2 tonight. Please support the stream in some way, all right? For the record, there's been a couple of small tips that have come in, like a $3 and a $1, and I didn't have time to read them because we jumped right into this set. So, guys, please support the stream. When I play fighting game streams, I don't sit here talking about it the whole night. We've got great support so far for CVS2. I don't want that to fall apart tonight. Please support the stream, okay? Now, I don't know if it's because the matches were nonstop. Like, no lie, it was like, got a set, immediately into the next set, immediately into the next set. Like, there was no time. I could barely even do shout-outs and update the leaderboard for the few contributions that were there. So, I don't know. It sucked. Like, I was playing my heart out, and I was doing well, and the support just never happened.
Let me get this straight, Phil. You deliberately and purposely chose to fucking play a game that wasn't very interactive for your audience because you're too busy playing the game. And then you're crying about the lack of interaction with your audience. You actively make the choice to fucking play a game that means that you can't focus on your audience at all and talk to them. And then you're wondering where all the interaction is. You did this to yourself, Phil.
Mash lights. Again, roll mash lights. I'm not even doing anything. I'm literally not doing anything. I did nothing, and it just kept hitting me as if I was trying to attack and mashing buttons. I was just waiting, and it fucking hit me 3 times in a row. Resets. Great game. Great netcode. Support tonight is abysmally bad. And I don't know if it's because I've just been playing non-stop and I haven't been asking for it. But guys, it would be great to get support tonight. We're only at $22.
I haven't been asking for it. Shit. I forgot to remind my audience to give me money. Oh shit. That's why. By the way, audience, hint hint.
And I only have about a half an hour left. So, yes, please support the stream.
You cannot escape from death.
I'm not even kidding you. I made $10 on YouTube. $10. There was a couple small tips and 1 sub. So
why does that matter to us, Phil? Why is that your audience's concern? You're fine. Remember, you told everyone that your finances are not our business. You've made that abundantly clear, Phil, that your money is not our business, so why are you trying to make it our business when you're demanding more of it?
overall, at the end of the night, it was like $30. That's awful. Sorry, just matter-of-factly, that's awful. That's one of the worst streams I've done all year. I don't know what happened. Playing CVS2 previously did well, right? So it's kind of weird. Like, even a night if I made like $90, $100, I didn't hit the goal, but at least it's good. $30 is terrible, right? Like, I could have been playing any other game and done better than that. So I hope this isn't the beginning of the end for CVS2, because I'm actually getting much better at it. And now that I'm getting better at it and playing better players and having good matches, now the support's drying up.
Who fucking cares?
Disheartening, okay? Guys, can we please get some support on the stream? We only have about a half an hour left.
Nope.
So a half an hour left, and we're at $20. This really sucks.
Spoiler alert, Phil fucking stayed until like 10 PM. Like, Phil done like super duper extra overtime. Like, I was on the bus heading to work and Phil was still alive, for fuck's sake.
I'm not gonna lie, I got caught up with the stupid Spider-Dan bullshit, and I didn't really get to talk to you guys at all tonight. Please support the stream. Come on, let's get some support rolling in.
Live and let die. Keep rocking, baby. Live and let die.
I got 2 small super chats, $2 from Jimmy DeSanta and $2 from Obama. Thank you guys. Guys, come on, we're at the end of the stream. We're gonna end it at $26 of support, my least supported stream since the beginning of the year. Are you for real? We can't get any support for classic fighting games. We've been getting support for classic fighting games ever since I started playing this game, and now there's none tonight? What happened?
The usage of the word support is higher than it's ever been.
Seriously. I am having a great time. I'm getting better. I'm ranking up. I'm playing better players. I just don't know what happened with the support tonight. All right, now, guys, listen. This is it. This set I'm about to do is my final set of the night. This is it. So please support the stream. If
Apparently I had multiple final sets.
we don't hit any support right now, this is going to suck ass. This will actually be my worst fighting game stream of the year. Please support the stream. Let's get some super chats. We got no subs tonight. Let's get a sub. Let's get support.
Jesus Christ, man. Apparently now it says like 8 final sets. Jesus Christ. Broside Phil is saying, so, by the rules of Phil, I must my Tuesday stream. How much of the Friday stream should be reserved for complaining about lost income from Tuesday? Well, I think you should, commit about, I'd say about 69%. But 69% of your stream on Friday should be, committed to reminding your audience that you missed out on income from Tuesday. Yeah, but 69%, give or take. That seems like a good round number.
Yeah, I'm done. Look at the chip. Look at the chip on this. I can't stop it. How insane is that? That's so broken. Crazy shit right there. Wow. Bro, we didn't even know what side it was hitting on.
Look at the overtime. Look at the overtime.
Guys, this is it. This is the last set.
Another last set.
So, guys, if you please could support the stream. If not, this is going to be the least supported stream I've done in months, if not all year.
I love how Phil says that. The least supported stream I've done. No, it's fucking no. You've had worse streams this year. Phil ended up, by the way, I think Phil ended up on like $30 odd or something, $32. He's definitely had worse streams this year. In fact, Sunspot and his thumbnails can help inform us of that. If we look at, I'm on the Bacon Sweats, here we go. A month ago, Phil had a $28 stream. On the 12th of June. On the 3rd of June, he had a $25 stream. Oh, would you look at that? Good stuff indeed. What was it? A year ago, he had a $16 stream and a $12 stream. And way back when you rewind the clocks even more, but we got an $8 stream, we got a $5 stream, $7. Also, that's going back further and further and further. But June. Oh, a couple of slow ones for you, Phil. Just saying, those are worse. There's a $34 stream I had last night. Just for clarification. He got $34 last night. Worst all year.
Wow, I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything.
That's probably why you fucking got your arse kicked. I'm just saying. If you didn't do anything, they're going to punish you for you not doing anything.
That's it, I'm fucked. I guess you can't interrupt that.
I mean, I don't know anything about this game, but that move does seem fucking overpowered. Like, that seems overpowered, that move. I know nothing about this game, but that shit looks like cheese.
I didn't do anything, I was holding back the whole time.
Live and let die. Fight!
Oh man, I passed through him. Oh my god, are you for real? As I pressed medium punch, he activated. There's no way he could have seen that. He just guessed and got lucky. That's crazy. No! Come on! Roll, activate, and it doesn't let me stuff his roll because of the lag. I'm sorry, Minibach. I've got to call bullshit. You know that was a lag Hail Mary. Bullshit. Complete garbage lag activation. Dude, I was in the middle of a
Lag activation. I'm going to activate my lag.
combo. And it takes the combo away and gives him a hit. Then it puts him in an activation state. He activates. I can't do anything and it hits me instantly. Lame. I mean, I could go.
Just sounds like you're outplayed by somebody that understands the game better than you do, Phil. It's not their fault you're not as fucking good at the game as they are. Methbear says, whenever he says I wasn't doing anything, he means I was blocking. I mean, it's such a bizarre fucking phrase. I wasn't doing anything. It's like, yeah, and you were punished. And Phil will say fucking block draw. He'll block low and he gets hit high and he's wondering why he gets hit. You know, things like that. Dumb shit like that.
Let's go for Cammy. Let's go for my best team for
Oh, another final set.
one game. I'm out of time.
I'm out of time, but let's have several more fucking sets until I ever get money or I get a win.
I got $1 tip. Wow. $1 tip.
Money bastards. I'm doing overtime. I got $1. Wow. A whole $1. Thanks for the money. Jesus, he's like, wow. Hold on. The absolute bitterness that he was only given $1. Let's hear that again, shall we?
I got $1 tip. Wow. $1 tip. It's from Dr. Oink. All right, thanks, Dr. Oink, for $1.
You don't really sound thankful, Phil. You sound quite bitter and resentful. It was not more than that.
Keep rocking, baby.
Sucks. Yesterday I hit no goals. Today, the first stream, I exceeded the goal, but in the second stream, I got almost nothing.
Which is fucking hilarious, isn't it? And yet, remember, we're meant to be jealous of Phil Burnell because he's super successful right now. Yes, I didn't mean to say it like that because Phil says it like that. Super successful right now.
Even a third of the goal. That's terrible. Awful stream. So, hopefully things will turn around, and this isn't a pattern. Okay?
Live and let die. Fight!
Ultra overtime. Mega overtime.
Not doing anything. Busy for no reason. Full combo for him. Can't move. The connection's getting worse. It really is getting worse from the other fights. I did a move, dropped it. Again, it's so lame. He's getting so many extra hits, and my moves are dropping left and right.
Who fucking
Incredibly
cares?
fucking lame. Damn, it's so late. I'm gonna play one more, but I gotta get out of here. I mean,
Well, why are you staying so long? You know what's funny? You know what I found hilarious? The day stream, Phil had a day stream, played Death Stranding 2, and the goal was hit before the gameplay even began. You'll never guess how much overtime there was in a day stream. About 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that's because it basically saying goodbye. Funny how when Phil hits his goals, there's barely any overtime at all. So logically speaking, if Phil's fans want him to fucking stay longer and, you know, keep playing games for them, then they should withhold their money so Phil doesn't go anywhere and gives like 30 minutes of overtime every single time. I'm just saying, I'm just letting his fans know that if they really want Phil to keep playing games and entertaining them, if you don't give him money, he'll stay for longer.
I mean, a great set. It sucks that I play this guy at the end of the night. I wish I had played him earlier instead of those two laggy ass fucking scrubs. All right, guys, last chance to support the stream. Please support.
The last chance to support the stream for the 8th and final time.
That's to remember. Fight.
What a win to end it. I got to get out of here now. What a win to end it.
Who
The
fucking
absolutely
cares?
perfectly calculated distance roll throw. Nicely done. So, Minibok, I will say good games. I want to play Minibok more, but I'm out of time, dude. So, maybe next time. That was
Look at the overtime. Look at that shit. He's still recording at this point in time. He's still got to say goodbye and pretend to go away and say, I've received nothing. Right? He didn't do it. I'm pretty sure he didn't do it last night.
great. Great sets. Great match. By the way, shout out to Rourke, who gifted a sub. So, thank you to Rourke for a gifted sub. That's the only gifted sub of the night, isn't it, Rourke? Or was there another one? I think there was only one.
There was some stolen. Of course there was fucking
Was there
stolen.
any more?
Of course he fucking stalled.
No. Someone had said earlier there was one. There's not. There were no gifted subs from what I can see. No.
Oh, hang on, Broside Phil sent a link in a wee video. A 2-second video. Every time Phil says, I gotta go. Okay, I see. Yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, we're not stopping you, bitch. Go on you go then, on yourself. Jog on, Phil, jog on.
No. What I can say, let me double check here, but I don't see anything.
Oh hell yeah, we're getting a fucking Jade free space today, fantastic. That'll go nice with our one free space already, half for today's show. Excellent stuff indeed. I wonder if Phil's going to do the thing where even though he's live right now, he'll stand up, go over and charge the controller, then come back and just see if he's got any more contributions.
Nope. Just the one. Just the one tonight. So I don't know what happened, guys.
Cares?
Like, seriously, what happened? CVS 2 has been doing great recently. I didn't give you bad gameplay. That was high-end gameplay. I mean, a lot of these people were mashing scrub.
I didn't give you bad gameplay, that was high-end gameplay. My high-end gameplay means that you owe me $150 at least. My high-end gameplay deserves more than 34 measly dollars, you peasant bitches.
And that's frustrating. But I did give you good matches. So I don't know what happened. How is it that sometimes I play this game and we get amazing support and people are super happy I'm playing it, and then other times, like tonight was the worst stream I've done in ages?
I'll tell you what happens, Phil. So here's the reason why some streams of yours are fucking well supported and some others aren't. It's basically determined by one singular factor. That is it. That is the sole reason why some streams are well supported and some streams are not. Whether there's any of those in attendance or not.
Right? I don't know. Oh, frustrating. Very frustrating. Well, for those of you who were here and who did support, the few of you who did, thank you. I appreciate it, but I don't know what to do now. Like now, here's the problem is, I've been enjoying this game a lot and I want to keep playing and leveling up, but I can't do it if I'm going to have $30 nights.
And quit it. Don't do it on Friday. You know, goodbye game. You don't hit the goal, so be gone with your game.
You know, we have this coming up in 2 days for Friday Night Fights. Let's see how that does, but I literally just can't.
Hold the phone, you greedy bitch. You have dropped games for less. And yet you're still playing it on Friday, despite the $34 you only got for this particular stream. I hoping Jack Straxer will save the day with one big contribution or something.
Can't be playing this game more if I'm gonna have $30 nights. I can't. So I don't know. No, this sadly makes me second guess playing more CVS 2 and only doing it once a week. I don't want to do it once a week. I like having an extra session tonight. I got to play a great A-Groove player, but...
And clearly your audience don't fucking like it being more than once a week, so take the fucking hint, Phil.
I don't know what happened, right?
You want to know the best part? This is all on Phil. No, there was no fan vote to decide what Phil should fucking play randomly on a Wednesday night. This is entirely on him. He made this choice. He's the one that decided, you know what, I'm playing this on fucking Wednesday night because I fucking want to. And look what happened with Phil's genius fucking move. No one fucking came. No one fucking cared. No one fucking supported. And it's all on him.
Alright. Well, alright everyone, I hope that you enjoyed. And I'll see you for Friday Night Fights. Okay. Well, folks, yeah, I am disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, I didn't have a lot of time to talk with you guys tonight because you saw I kept jumping from set to set to set like non-stop. Maybe that's what it was, because I really didn't get to talk with you guys at all. I don't know. But I certainly hope that you guys will support future streams of this. You have before. That's why I did an extra one. It seemed like it was the right thing to do. People seemed excited for it, and then no one showed up. You know? Who was going to support anyway. Oh, man. Well, that is disappointing. Okay. Well, guys, tomorrow, remember, there is no podcast in the morning at all. All right? Tomorrow morning, it's going to be 4 hours.
Who fucking cares?
Of Donkey Kong Bonanza. 4 hours. So we're going to try to get really far into the game, beat this whole next stage I just started. It's the ice stage. Maybe get through that, get to another one. We'll see. But we're trying to get big progress tomorrow for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I hope you'll join me for that. Tomorrow night on the late stream, it's going to be... American Truck Sim. Now, American Truck Sim, we've always done well, right? Always. So hopefully, here's the thing. We're 3 goals away from DSP Tries It. If we hit all the goals tomorrow, and then we hit a goal on Friday, we can actually do DSP Tries It on Friday of this new place I want to check out. But the problem is yesterday we didn't hit a goal on either of the streams, and now tonight we didn't hit a goal on a stream. Sucks. You know, we had great momentum, and all of a sudden it's going backward. I don't get it. So
Sunday and Monday were ridiculously successful for you. So those days were above good days. Like those are beyond what was normal for you. You hit like fucking 5 goals or something in like a day. And, you know, and like, but here you are complaining because there's a couple of soul streams as well. It'll never be enough for him.
So let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we can recover and hit those goals, and then we can be on pace for DSP Tries It on Friday. All right? All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate those who were here to chill, and if you did enjoy it, I thank you for being here. And I'll see you all tomorrow for a huge Bonanza stream. All right, guys. Good night.
Oh. Jesus. Whatever. Good old bacon sweats. Oh, excellent stuff indeed. Excellent stuff indeed. Good old bacon sweats. Right. Guys, it is time to begin some fucking bingo. And to play bingo, of course, you need some bingo numbers for today's bingo card. Now, Brian says if this doesn't include the actual end, you have to watch the ending bit in raw fill. Oh, sorry, bitch. What happens? Oh, wait. What do you mean ending bit in raw fill? Do you mean how he prioritised the stream immediately? Is that what you mean? So hold on. So I think so. I saw this in the Discord earlier, and I remember Discord showed us earlier on. Like Phil turned the stream offline, and it's like end credits or whatever. And then, like, as soon as it went offline, it went to this. Phil is never usually that fast at making his live streams private. It's not unusual for Phil to make his live streams private after he's finished live streaming. But this was like fucking super quick, even by Phil's standards. This was like fucking, this was instant. You know? Like the second that he ended the stream, he made that shit private, like almost immediately. What the hell, man? I've never seen Phil private a stream that fast before in my life. Usually does it within like a, you know, but you know, it'll take him like fucking like 10, 20 minutes sometimes or whatever, and then he'll fucking make it private. But this time, he was immediately. immediately. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we got there. Oh, MF Bear says one of their favourite lines last night was jump. I didn't jump at all. I neutral jumped, but I jumped forward. So I did jump then. I didn't jump at all apart from the time I did jump. Jesus. So there we go. Anyway, fuck me, man. Prophet, the birthday boy from Wednesday says, I think he believes it clips channels wait till he's done and go back for the video. I think some do. Some might do that actually, but to be honest, most are probably just fucking recording like live as it is. You know what I mean? And if there's any gold dust, I'll fucking edit around that or whatever, you know. But yeah. But anyways, I'll say clip channels as well. Like some clip channels don't rely on raw DSP. Some just use raw fill. Like I'm pretty confident that Sunspot used raw fill because they showed the time, the clock and all that shit, you know. So it doesn't really matter what Phil does to try and prevent clip channels from clipping them, you know. They're going to find a way. See if I can do it. So, there we go. Anyway, guys, let's get a bingo number for today, for today's card. The third number in chat I see from this point onward. The third number in chat. Don't know who it'll be, so yeah, from this point on, the third number I see. First was the Fox with 69, second was Sonic with 71, and third was Coding Crusader with 43. So there we go. Coding Crusader was the third number in chat I saw from that point onward, so I'm going to use their number of 43 for today's bingo card. This is the card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following for the bingo. We need Phil to say content. Him getting at least $50+ in support, him saying detractor or trolls, him chewing some water, him saying DC tries it, him saying essentially, him discussing food, sound good, him saying sound good, and finally him saying so anyway. So now this is the second card. I counted the first card already. So the first card has really essentially been counted. This is technically our second card because Sonic getted 50 members earlier on. That was 10 free spaces. It's a 3x3 bingo card, which means that that's 10 free spaces, but 9 automatically count straight away. So yeah, because of that, we have 1 free space immediately because, you know, it carries over from the 10 member bomb and 9 been used up already for the first bingo card technically. So there we go. This is technically our second bingo to stream because the first one was won immediately and instantly. So immediate and instant that if it can happen before before we're getting live, you know. But there you go. So that's a bingo card we have for today's stream. Good stuff indeed. So we have 1 free space already for our second bingo of the game. Let's even get a second Phil House in a short time that Phil plans to be streaming before he goes away. Now, there's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a Phil House bingo card. For example, if Phil burps, snorts or sips 10 times before he starts recording for his shitty gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. If Jade shows up and Phil's a tie team, we get a free space. And I'm told does show up. For every 5 new or rejoining members we have to bingo streams, we get a free space as well. And finally, 50 likes is 1 free space, 75 likes is 2 free spaces, 100 likes is not only giving us free spaces, but you guys get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on stream. So you guys are in full control of some of the ways we can get free spaces. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as I am begging like the little bitch that he is. And there's some more things to go through, of course, but I'm going to let AI Phil explain for me.
Well, hello there, AI. Phil Burnell here in the digital flesh. Here to tell you about Marbles on King Jad's Bingo Baddies stream. To add your name to be part of the Marbles games, use the ! Marbles in chat to see how easy it is to do it. And at the end of the month, a winner will be picked. It's just that easy, like wear a T-shirt under a Hawaiian shirt.
Good stuff indeed. Moki has tried to gift a membership, but I have a feeling that I think Sonny's broke it. Moki has tried to get a membership and is not working. You know, no. Oh yeah, I mean, I had a feeling we'd run out of people to give memberships to, essentially. Yeah. So, fuck me, man. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe YouTube like puts a stop on gifted memberships if it gets a bit too crazy. Like maybe they think to themselves, hold on, this channel doesn't usually get that many viewers, and it just puts a stop on it before it goes too fucking crazy. I don't know. I mean, guys, I mean, it's as weird as this will sound to say, don't gift members for now. It looks like it's kind of broken. It looks like it's not working properly. So, I mean, I'm pretty confident that people who try and gift memberships, if it doesn't go to anyone, you'll get your money back for it. I am quite confident that's how it happens. Sunny, as I said, Sunny went and gifted 50 earlier on. It gave about 10 or so, and then it stopped. But so yeah, I would hold back from doing it because I don't think it's working right now. Perhaps it's a YouTube thing, because maybe YouTube tries to fucking date for certain channels if it thinks there's too many of them, for example. I don't know. Profit, if I gotta say, oh no, stop trying to break it. don't tell me what to do, you bald little bitch. Oh, Profit, you fucking bad person. I hope you had a good birthday, you fucking prick. Anyway, guys, if you want to try and get us free spaces, like the stream. 50 likes is a free space, 75 likes is 2 free spaces, 100 likes is 3 free spaces. Like the stream, guys, to try and get some more free squares for the bingo card. And on that note, I think there's only one thing left for me to do here before we start playing bingo, and that's me to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Scotland forever!
And on that note, it's time for some bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to DSP Gaming and a full day of gameplay today. No formal podcast. We're just going to hang out for like 20 minutes right now until we build up some attendance for today's gameplay stream of Donkey Kong Bonanza. And in fact, before we even begin, I can see that my curtains got moved. If you give me a second here. My blackout curtains. I'll fix those properly.
What a boring bastard.
So good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the 24th of July. How are all of you? I hope that you're all doing well. I'm doing all right. Some sad news today, of course, is all anyone is talking about is that Hulk Hogan, you know, known actually in real life, his name was Terry Bollea, passed away this morning at the age of 71. Cardiac arrest. Honestly, not surprising. That's what he passed away from. All the wrestlers of his era did so many drugs when it comes to, like, you know, steroids, but also other stuff, that they all are having heart problems. So, very sad, but at the same time, very polarizing. This is a guy who, when I was growing up, everyone saw him as like a real-life Superman. You know, truth, justice in the American way. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and, you know, always do good. He was known as, you know, the real American hero. But then he tarnished his legacy, you know, years later with multiple scandals and all kinds of messed up stuff, to the point where the last time that he actually appeared in WWE back in, what was it, January, he was booed out of the building. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, he was like known, he was a larger-than-life character. He was a movie star, everything back in the day. So, for people of my generation, it's like, whoa. But then people of future generations are like, ha, we hate him because, you know, he's a racist bastard, and he got into this stupid sex scandal and all this crap. So, rest in peace to the Hulkster. It's just funny because in the last year, as you guys know, and there he is, by the way, just what a coincidence, I have Hulk Hogan on my animations for the month, and then the guy passes away during that same month. Right? I mean, my whole Philomania logo is based off Hulkamania, right?
No shit.
Meme, the silly meme, let's pull some Hogans based on stupid mobile games. You know, all Hogan memes and stuff. So, yeah, rest in peace to Hulkster. And that makes 3. For those of you who don't know, earlier this week, the actor who played Theo Huxtable, the guy who was the kid of, you know, Bill Cosby's character, Dr. Huxtable on the Cosby Show, he passed away. He drowned in Costa Rica. Then we lost Ozzy Osbourne just a couple days ago, true rock legend. And now we lost Hulk Hogan. So that's 3 80s era superstars gone within just a few days. So there you go. Oh, yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner was the name of the actor who played Theo Huxtable. That's right. So, sheesh. Hopefully that's the end of it. Hopefully we don't have another string, you know, it doesn't continue. Some crazy, you know, Final Destination thing. I hope not. Sheesh. All right. So, how are y'all doing this morning? So today, here's the deal. There's no formal podcast today. We're just going to hang out for like 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to jump right into Donkey Kong Bonanza. And my goal today is to try to get as far in the game as I can with a 4+ hour block of gameplay. We are just starting up the ice level, and so we'll explore. We'll see if there's any new, you know, gameplay elements. People are saying, as you get further, the game gets better, and I'm like, well, I'm waiting. Like, I'm seriously waiting for the game to get better. We now played it for about 10 hours, and it's been the same exact gameplay elements the entire time. So when are new elements going to be introduced so that it's more interesting? I don't know.
You played it for 10 hours, but 4 of those are on level 1 because you're fucking dead certain collecting everything for some reason.
It'd be great if it was today, since we're now, you know, getting into a whole new area. I guess we'll see. So I hope you will stick around for Donkey Kong. And of course, as you know, we have new animations for Donkey Kong for $20 contributions, whether it's a super chat or a tip or 4 subs on Kick or 7 memberships on YouTube. We play a new special banana-themed animation. Yes, and that'll be fun. Banana-themed stuff. I hope that you guys will partake in the banana festivities of Bananas today. That'll be fun. And then tonight on the late stream, it's the return of Chill, because it is going to be American Truck Simulator on the late stream. Chill vibes, some alcoholic seltzers. Good stuff overall. All right, so I hope that you'll stick around for a full day of fun gameplay today. Should be a good one. Our first contribution just came in. It's Buckwell gifting a sub to Zog Salve. What a name. He found his glasses. He said, finally, Buckwell has found his glasses and his wallet and has contributed to the stream for the first time in ages. So thank you very much, Buckwell. You are the first sub of the day. That's a good start considering the fact that subs have been very, very slow coming in the last couple of days. We actually had 2 amazing days, both Sunday and Monday. Then all of a sudden, Tuesday and Wednesday have been slow. So hopefully we can bounce back from that today, right? Good stuff. Okay, so speaking of, okay, yesterday was a mixed bag. The first stream went really well with Death Stranding 2. We had a great audience. People were chilling, enjoying the vibes. We made great progress in the game, good story. And then actually support-wise, exceeded a goal. Hit it and then exceeded it. Amazing. But then sadly last night, with CBS 2, wow, we completely tanked. Don't ask me what happened. I have no idea. But it just didn't do well at all. It's weird because other CBS 2 streams recently, even the ones that didn't do as well, still made like $90, and this one made like 30. So I don't know what happened. People just weren't down for fighting games last night because it was on a Wednesday instead of a Friday. Hopefully that'll be remedied this coming Friday with Friday Night Fights. You know, but I don't know. It was a good stream. Like, it was great gameplay. It was master level gameplay the entire night. Actually played a really good Canadian player by the name of Minibach, who is a A-Groove player. We've seen almost no A-Groove gameplay in the game because of the online play. It's hard to do A-Groove combos. So hopefully we'll bounce back today. Guys, we're at 77 out of 80 goals. 3 goals left to hit, and then we do DSP tries it. So it's this simple. All right? Let's hit a goal every stream for the next 3 streams, and then tomorrow we will do the new episode of DSP tries it, which is that MLB Dogs
Burger.
Thing. Here it is, MLB Ballpark Bites. Here it is. This is what we're gonna do. Show you guys again. MLB Ballpark Bites.
Who fucking
Where it
cares?
is pretzel dog sandwiches, including cheesesteaks, hot dogs, and chicken. I'll probably get like maybe one of each, or maybe like 1 hot dog, 1 either chicken or a cheesesteak, and then I'll probably get like donut holes or something. We'll try all these different things. Okay? That'll be cool. So let's get, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Let's get to 80 goals. Let's get some momentum going, please. Let's support the stream if you can. And let's get some momentum rolling here on the channel today. All right? Good stuff. Yes, of course. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. A lot of people are just joining right now saying R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Yes, rest in peace to the Hulkster. Very sad news, obviously. Okay, so some shout-outs to do here. It looks like Jalen did a $5 super chat.
Is he going to fucking have a go at anyone who says rest in peace to Hogan? Why? Is some of the questions, Phil, where's this Hogan segment? Are they going to just fucking annoyedly say to them, as I said that, I didn't at the start, you've missed the Hogan segment. I've already done my rest in peace stuff for Hogan. I'm not going to do it again. Like, he done it for Ozzy Osbourne. And apparently, Broadside Phil has seen the future. You're not going to believe us. Oh, fuck. What have you seen? Phil will outright call Triple P gay. What? Phil's just going to go, why are you gay?
Yeah. And Jalen says, they say death comes in 3s. Yes, like I said, we had Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable, Ozzy Osbourne, and Hulk Hogan, all 3 stars of the 80s who have just passed away in 1 week. Crazy. So sad. All right. So thank you, Jalen, for that super chat. For those of you who may be like, oh, why is Malcolm Jamal Warner a big deal? You may not realize this. He was huge in the 80s. Like you have to understand the Cosby Show. I'm looking at the wrong camera again. The Cosby Show was one of the biggest shows of all time at that time. Today, most people don't remember the Cosby Show because Bill Cosby tarnished his legacy with the heinous actions that he did. But the show was insane. Like, it was a dynamo. That's why Bill Cosby was doing all of these freaking, like Jell-O pudding and all these sponsorships and things, because everyone loved the guy and wanted him to be part of their content. And he had movies and stuff. Remember that?
Burger.
So, yeah. He was...
Oh, my God. This is getting stupid now. That's like 3 in a row of bullshit.
He was huge at the time. Just, sadly... See, that's what really sucks. Like, everyone on that show was great, but no one remembers the show anymore because of what Cosby did. That's lame. So thank you, Jalen. We have Nick Story, who just did a 5-member bomb on YouTube. That is $15 of support. Thank you, Nick. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Whoever got those gifted memberships, enjoy. Let's see here. I believe...
his fucking gifted memberships are fucking working perfectly fine. I don't know how Sonny managed to break my gifted memberships, but he found the goddamn way. I don't know. I see a lot of grey names in the chat, and they can't get a membership because Sonny broke it, or BST broke it. I'm blaming BST. Like, YouTube discovered that BST was gifted a membership, and then YouTube broke. I was like, well, this doesn't meant to happen. And then it just died. It's like, oh well. But yeah, we're doing quite well. We have 1 free space for bingo though so far. Jade's going to show up as well. Jade's in the chat right now. You can see Jade there. You can actually see Jade. So Phil's going to say hi to Jade as well. That's going to give us a 2nd free space. We're 2 sips or burps or snorts away from another free space. Yeah, I'm pretty confident about this. And plus, Phil will get $50+ in support. You know, so yeah, I'm pretty confident we're going to win this bingo card as well.
Dr. Soundwave joined as a member, and that does count. Yes, that is a fresh new membership as well, so thank you to Dr. Soundwave for that. We have Christ is King over on Kick, gifted 5 subs, a 5-sub bomb this morning. I have to try to spell this correctly. There's a bunch of numbers in there. There we go. Thank you, Christ is King. That is a whopping $25 of support right there. By far, the biggest contribution of the day. And once the pop-ups end, I will do a special animation, because that's 20 bucks of support right there. I will do it. Just I have to wait for these to end, or else it, like, screws up. Okay? And then we have Spider Mark with a £1 super chat. Thank you to Spider Mark for that.
Who fucking
By the way, today might be a
cares?
really weird day for me to figure out contributions, because apparently the United States dollar is in a tailspin. Like, because of tariffs and all this political stuff going on, apparently the dollar's value has absolutely plummeted. So if you guys are contributing in other currencies, it may be a completely different exchange rate. I have to look it up. The £1 is not a big deal. But if I get like a £5 super chat, I might have to figure it out. It might be like way different than it was before. Okay, animations ended. Okay, cool. So I have to play a default animation for subs. So if you guys could bear with me. Thank you to Christ is King. His name is not Kevin, but for some reason the default that it plays is, it says Kevin, so. Thank you so much to Christ is King for the super chat. I appreciate, or not the super chat, for the 5 gifted subs, excuse me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support this morning. Cool, cool. Darkside Jasper just gifted a sub over on Kick. That'll pop up in a second here. Or should. Did it not? It might not, because I overwrote it. Okay, let me see if I can play it manually. There we go. Thank you, Darkside Jasper, for another sub on Kick. He actually gave us up to Christ is King. Thank you so much for that. Good momentum to start today. Thank you, guys. Please, let's keep it moving. We definitely want to hit a goal on this stream. Like I said, we want to be hitting goals the next 3 streams, so we can do DSP Tries It tomorrow. That'd be perfect, okay? Let's see here. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Good to see you. Crackerjack says, when's gameplay again? Noon. We're going to start at noon, play for about a little over an hour. Then I'll take my 1 break of the stream, and then we'll be playing after that break straight to the end, 4 p.m. So around noonish is when the gameplay will begin.
Say his name, Phil. Say his name. Say his name.
I've not seen the Battlefield trailer. It did release this morning. But like I said, I think maybe that's a good thing for the podcast tomorrow. I think tomorrow, when we formally do the podcast, there's 2 things to focus on. Number 1, we got to figure out what the next marathon is. Let's brainstorm, let's talk, and let's figure it out. Because the thing is, we have 2 options, but they're not fully formed yet. Like, what else do we do during the marathon, right? So that's number 1. And number 2, maybe I'll watch and react to the Battlefield trailer. Okay? Mozzie asked, do I regret not going to Hogan's bar? Let me think about it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's ignoring Jade in chat. That's a free space just sitting there that Phil's ignoring to acknowledge to give us. But here we go. Let's brace ourselves. This could get spicy.
Okay? Mozzie asked, do I regret not going to Hogan's bar? Let me think about this. Do I regret flying across the country with an obviously gay, grossly overweight dude who creepily wanted to pay my way to hang out with him at a wrestler's bar in Florida?
Oh. Why are you trying to characterize someone's sexuality as a flaw for hanging out with them in real life? Are you uncomfortable around gay people by any chance?
I think I made the right decision ultimately. I'm just saying. I think I'm in a really good position right now where I didn't have to like live with horrible regrets and things. You know what I'm saying? Okay. See, people want to cause drama, but the truth is, let's be honest here. This is the kind of guy, I mean, we all heard the stories about him and Andy partying in Vegas and him watching while Andy did stuff. It's pretty sick fucking stuff, all right? So we all know what he was getting at. There's only one reason why he would try to be inviting me to go somewhere. I'm not playing that fucking weird-ass fucking game with these fucking deviant weirdos. So, no thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, that's borderline. Oh, Phil's right got $50+. I just clocked onto that. He's on $59 support there. So,
Burger.
Yeah, there we go. But I just, that's potentially slanderous to say that on your stream. You know? And that's just, you know, I don't know. I mean, there were rumors that's what happened, but I don't think that was fully verified. So yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so moving on from that, no.
Of course it says anyway so, instead of so anyway, we can't count it.
The thing is, with Hulk Hogan, I've seen him before. I've actually seen Hulk Hogan at multiple shows too. I was at a SmackDown in the early 2000s when he was actively on the WWE roster. They came to Bridgeport, Connecticut, where I lived, and I attended that SmackDown. I saw him in person in the ring, you know? So that was cool. I had no desire to go meet him in person at a bar somewhere, no. What's up, Jade? Good morning. Good to see you. How you doing, Jade? You're here for the Bonanza?
Yes. Foul said hi to Jade. We got a free space.
Squeak, squeak, a free space.
Hooray for that. Excellent stuff indeed. We are 1 away from a full house. We need Phil just to say or do these fucking things. So there we go. We're one away from a full house. I mean, let me think. We got one free space for the member bomb from earlier, which carried over. We got another free space for the sips or the snorts. We got a third free space for Jade. So if we get 50 likes, we've won bingo. Just saying.
Duh.
Bro side Phil says, no, dear God, please let us spell one off. I just got tagged on Twitter with the quote, I'm in the best shape of my life. I mean, he said that a couple of times, to be fair. You know? Like, if you go to Twitter and just, like, refresh the Twitter feed or whatever. I don't know. DSP said cataracts won't make you colourblind, okay? Fuck me, man. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see. Well, I'll have to wait and see what Phil says, I know. But he said things along those lines before. This is all dead there, by the way. It's not muted.
What's my favorite Hulk Hogan match? There's probably two. I would say my number one favorite was the one that was so crazy. It was Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, the title unification match, where Hogan was the world champion and Warrior was the IC champion, Intercontinental. And it was, you know, a crazy back and forth match. I never expected the outcome. And then my second favorite would probably be Rock Hogan from WrestleMania. I forget which one, in the early 2000s, where it was NWO Hogan versus The Rock. Kind of the passing of the torch match.
I mean, yeah, Hogan Rock at WrestleMania was kind of fucking nuts because it was like, yeah, I mean, the crowd is what made that match special because they fucking, like, that match played out the way it did due to how the crowd reacted, which is weird for a wrestling match, you know. It's usually it's the other way around, you know, but it's like, oh, fucking, you know, you're a good guy, you're a bad guy, whatever. And the crowd, Hogan was back at WrestleMania in a fucking big main event and all that shit, you know what I mean? And the crowd all of a sudden were just loving Hogan again, like, you know, they're treating him like a good guy or whatever, you know what I mean? And The Rock was, you know, getting some flack or whatever and all that shit, he had some heat, you know? And it was a weird thing, he was a good guy and all that shit in a situation, it was building up to him, and then all of a sudden it just flipped, and like, okay, the crowd are starting to boo The Rock, so all of a sudden The Rock's going to do some, like, shitty things, like smack Hogan with a belt and all that shit. It's a weird match, but it worked. And we've got 50 likes, there we go. I'm actually stall long enough boring you guys to get 50 likes, there we go, good stuff indeed. We have 50 likes on the stream, which is another free space, which means that we have one bingo today. Excellent stuff indeed. Let's tick off those squares.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house? Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
It's $10 more to the bingo prize on the excellent stuff indeed, so I think we can, well, now we can just enjoy bingo at our own pace. We're not going to play any more bingos, you know, if I was going to end soon anyway. So there's no time for another sitter bingo, but let's just watch the rest of this little shit show of a non-podcast type fucking, you know, stream of his and see whatever bizarre fucking shit that he says.
Jade, it's all good. He says, sorry, I'm not a fan of Hogan. To be frank, when I was younger, I was a big fan of Hogan because he was like the superhero of the WWE.
Yeah, Hogan was a cunt. You learn afterwards about some of the things that Hogan done. Like, the one thing you know, Undertaker. Like, Undertaker was new to the company. Hogan was like the established, you know, the face or whatever. And Undertaker had a big match with, you know, Hogan. And they gave him a tombstone and a chair. And Hogan didn't want to take the move. And, you know, Undertaker's like, it's okay, I've got you, I'm safe, not shit, you know what I mean? And he does the move, and Hogan's like, you got me, and my neck, you know, that shit, you know what I mean? For fuck's sake, I've just... Undertaker thinks he's fucking crippled Hulk Hogan. And then he looks at the fucking video clip of it, after, you know, like a week later. Didn't even come close to hurting Hogan. Like, Hogan was pretending that he was fucked, just to screw over the Undertaker, and stop their momentum because they were fucking gaining popularity and traction because of, you know, just how good they were, you know? So it's like, that's what I'm saying, the kind of backstage politics that Hogan was putting. It's like, that's what I'm saying, the viewers don't see that. The viewers are not privy to that sort of information. This is all, also, it's a lot more open these days, I guess, you know, to a certain extent because of the internet, digital age, people find out things more easily. But back then, that shit was like kept under wraps behind the fucking scenes. And Taker was pissed at Hogan for fucking pretending that, you know, he'd fucked him over, and he's like, no, I didn't come close to hurting you. And like, yeah, it's just, aye. So Taker obviously was not very pleased with Hogan for pulling those fucking moves. And yeah, and a lot of people, you know, obviously Shawn Michaels as well. When Shawn Michaels had his match with Hulk Hogan, it was meant to be a best of 3, and then Hogan's like, you know what, I don't want to do that. That's not in my interests. And instead they changed it because of Hogan. Instead of it being a best of 3 thing between Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, it was a one and done match where Shawn Michaels would lose, and Shawn wasn't happy, so he oversold like a maniac. Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever saw the match with Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan where Shawn Michaels went and oversold like a maniac, but that was apparently done just because of Shawn Michaels denies it's because of Hulk Hogan, but it was certainly it was certainly fucking something. Oh shit, future. So Broside Phil was saying future shit. Poems past. What did you got a clip? DSP does a podcast because people told him to. Wait, today? No, he's playing dog. What do you mean today? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on. DSP does a podcast because people told him to. I thought I'm so confused. I'm so confused with this quote. It's such a strange quote. This quote makes no sense. Oh, for God's sake.
WWF back then. As I got older and you learn more about the business and everything, I don't like the guy. Like when I heard about what he did in WCW, he comes back to WWE and he's trying to push his weight around and everything. And then you find out later on about, you know, his behavior behind the scenes and everything. Like, ugh. But, I mean, that still doesn't mean that he isn't a legend of wrestling and one of the most historical figures ever, and that he paved the way for wrestling to become what it did. So. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing. Buckwell says he had Hogan PJs you could rip off Hogan style. You did? That's crazy. I had, when I was really young, if you can believe it, they sold like WWF bed sheets. And I think my parents bought me because there was a cartoon, wrestler's cartoon, and it was like Hogan, Macho Man, Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, Andre the Giant as cartoon characters. So my parents had bought me the bed sheet set.
Fletcher, I don't know if Fletcher's around still doing his animations for Familia DSP, but you've got to give DSP Hulk Hogan bed sheets or something, or Brutus Beefcake bed sheets. You've got to fucking give Phil his fucking childhood style wrestling bed sheets. It is important.
The cartoon character, WWE character, is really weird. Very weird to think of now. I also had a really cool one. It was NFL, but it was all the mascots of NFL as cartoon characters. So it was like a big bear for the Bears wearing like a helmet, and it was like the Jets. It was actually like a cartoon jet. It was actually pretty good, a cool bed set for kids.
I just got sent a clip here from there. Phil's dent, Kevin Christ is King Styles, reminded me of this. Oh,
get up and get out. Get out. Get out. I have a question for you. Shut the fuck up! Say Christ is Lord. Say Christ is Lord.
Jesus.
Say it. You say Christ is Lord. Get out! Get out!
What the hell? What the fuck is that clip? Oh, Jesus, man. So yeah, shout out to hold on, is that going to confirm that Kevin Styles is that alt account, whatever? The Christ is King username or whatever, is that been confirmed? That's Kevin Styles. And the Prophet sent me something as well, just to lower the tone on this day. The tone is lowered, and he sent me a gif of Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, and I'll zoom in for you so you guys can see it properly. Yeah, thank you, Prophet, for the tone lowering. There we go. You can always rely on Prophet to lower the tone a substantial amount. Jesus Christ, man. Mipper says he said it popped up as Kevin, but his name was Christ is King. Okay, no worries. So that's why. Okay, cool. Right, okay, so we're done. Right, right, let's get back to, so we've run bingo, happy days and stuff. We'll see, apparently there's a couple of strange quotes coming up, so let's see what bizarre things that Phil says now.
Right, Jade says I was a fan of WWE from the 90s to now, so once Hogan left and went to WCW, the only other run that he really had was the early 2000s. He came back, NWO, then he went back to being regular Hogan. Then if you remember, he was Mr. America for a little bit, which was kind of stupid. I believe we got another member. Yes, Darius. Darius has become a member this morning. That's another $3 of support, so thank you to Darius. I appreciate that. Awesome momentum, everyone. Already up to $62.
Boring.
Means that we will likely...
Boring.
All right. So, guys, we've got about 10 minutes left, roughly. What would you guys like to talk about? Tag me in chat. And
Ooh, next story mentions Chris Benoit.
let's have a little bit of discussion before we get to the Bonanza. Nick just did a $10 super chat. Thank you to Nick. He's, I stopped watching WWE after the whole Benoit incident. Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, that was probably the lowest of the low points for WWE. That was just absolutely.
Yeah, that shit was messed up. You want to know what the kind of thing? WWE, like, they done a special tribute show to Benoit before they understood what happened. So they knew that he'd died, but they didn't understand the circumstances involved in him dying. And so they kind of put together a very impromptu. And so I think it was like meant to be Raw was meant to be happening. Instead of that, it was like some sort of like show where it's like they went over like his best matches and they had some wrestlers just comment on like their memories or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then they found out afterwards, oh wait a second, he did what? And yeah. They tried to make people forget that was a fucking real thing. I remember watching that, you know what I mean? It's like, what? And then understand afterwards what happened, like, Jesus Christ. And then Mookie says the only guy didn't want to do it was William Regal. He knew something was up. Yeah, William Regal was very... I think it was Regal's... I may be wrong in saying it. I don't think it was Regal himself that knew there was something was up. I think he said that it was his partner. I might be wrong in saying that, but I think Regal's, like, partner. I thought... You know, kind of warned him. I don't know what it was, but aye, and either way though. I mean, Benoit. I mean, obviously, it's absolutely fucking horrible what happened. You know what he, you know, he was an incredible wrestler. Don't get me wrong, and like, you know, that's what I'm saying. As a wrestler, absolutely incredible ability, but for him to have done what he done, it's like, I mean, you got to imagine him wrestling, like the concussions he had, doing the moves he fucking done. It makes you question. Obviously, there's a lot more protocols in place now for trying to secure the wrestler's health, not make sure they're okay. There's certain moves you can't do anymore in case it happens with triggering concussions or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just stuff like you've got to imagine. I mean, didn't he examine his head and his brain? And apparently, he had like the fucking brain of some sort of like fucking 80-year-old dementia patient or something. There's something they did anyway. They examined him. And all the damage he took over the years, it was like, even though he's a very healthy athlete, you know what I mean, being a wrestler, his brain was in a completely terrible state because of all, you know, the concussion shit that happened to him, you know. So, but it's just whether that was a factor. I mean, you've got to imagine, for somebody to have done something like that, you've got to imagine that surely was some sort of factor in why they fucking did what it did, which is still fucking horrible and terrible. So these days, obviously, they're obviously, you know, there's a lot better protocols in place and to try and protect your stars and all that shit, you know. And it's, yeah, it was a fucking dark time for sure. Fucking dark time. And yeah, that was awful. Yeah. And I think as well, wasn't it? Yeah, exactly. He did a diving headbutt, which just was like, he was crazy for doing that because he literally fucking did it proper. Like it was some of the fucking shit he did. Wasn't it as well? Like, correct me if I'm wrong here, Eddie Guerrero passed away before him, didn't he? And I think some people say that also had an impact on Benoit's state, essentially. You know, because I think he was I think they were quite close together. They were quite close, personally as well. You know what I mean? You know, they were, you know, and Eddie's passing, also, you know, and apparently had a bad impact as well. You know, and so it's all these factors, you know what I mean? And yeah. But aye. Long story short, Benoit situation, very fucking dark time. A horrible thing what happened to that family, you know what I mean? Benoit, who fucking knows? I mean, obviously these days, obviously there's a lot better caretaking for the you know, the wrestlers. It's entertainment, but they put themselves through hell, you know what I mean? To try and entertain, you know what I mean? And there's more protections in place, and fucking good on them for trying to fucking be more professional about it. But it's fucking crazy. Somebody's asking, didn't Punk try and sue WWE because of what happens to wrestlers? I think to a certain extent. I think Punk tried to claim that he was forced to wrestle despite him having some sort of medical issue or whatever. And he tried to kind of challenge it or whatever. So this is when he kind of first fell out of the company and he kind of vanished, you know, and all shit. He had his big falling out, essentially. Before he disappeared and went out elsewhere or whatever. I think he's... But attempted to look. I think there's something like he was forced to compete, despite having some I think it was exactly an infection or something. Yeah, yeah, the staff. I'm pretty sure that rings a bell. Actually, that rings a bell. Yeah. Anyway, let's just crack on. We'll say watching the rest of this. We could. Yeah. I mean, don't want to derail with talk of the stuff. So these days it's better. It's funny you mentioned that, FBR. That hard ass mat is still sending shocks for their brains. It used to be a lot worse. These days the mat's a lot better. These days it's certainly a lot. I mean, it's still not. It's not a fucking pill you're landing on, but these days it's better. You want to see a clip here? I saw a clip. Hold on, let me show you a clip here. It's funny. It's Hulk Hogan. I wouldn't mention obviously Hulk Hogan, Big Boss Man fighting in that cage. There's a move that Hogan does to Boss Man, and it's a suplex from the top of the cage, and the landing is disgusting. And like you don't see. Like hold on.
A suplex, yes! I can't believe it! I've never seen a suplex off the top of the cage before!
So it's like, I mean, it's not a great angle for hold on, what's this one here? So yeah, look at, this is top of the cage here, right? Look at this landing. The ring barely moves. You know, these days the ring has got some suspension to it and all that shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. But the ring doesn't, you land and it's nothing. There's no give whatsoever. Absolutely no give whatsoever. And that landing, I can guarantee you, I mean, I'm surprised that Boss Man was fine with this fucking, like, I feel like Hogan fucked us up. I don't know, it just looks nasty. It looks nasty to me, and that's a huge drop. Imagine telling Hulk to take that. He said, nah, no thanks, brother. No thanks, not for me. But aye, these days the ring's a lot more forgiving. Compared to back then when it was, I mean, it's still no fucking easy, I'm sure, but aye. Yeah, and that's why I thought Mick died when he fell through the cage, yeah. That's a you know, a lot of people think that, you know, that's also going back to Hell in a Cell, obviously, you know what I mean? And that's a crazy thing. Apparently the first bump, getting thrown from the top of the cell to the commentary table, you'd think that's the worst one, but apparently that went very well. Like, that was actually, like, well, it's still fucked up Mick Foley, of course, but that spot went as intended, essentially, where he hit his mark and everything else. But he said his second bump was worse because of just how things panned out, you know? Like, he went through the roof, you know what I mean? He kind of landed in his neck or whatever. Like, they thought, the second one, everyone thought he fucking died, you know, there's something wrong with him. They all rushed into the fucking ring. Terry Funk was in there, not sure. You know, they all tried their best to make sure he was okay. It was insane. But yeah, that's just, as entertaining as those matches were, I'm quite glad they don't happen again. I mean, don't get me wrong. From a viewer's perspective, an unbelievable spectacle. But that match took off. I mean, Mick Foley still struggles to fucking walk these days properly. You know, I mean, he's doing okay. I think he's doing better these days. But the fact that he couldn't like play with his babies, not shitting his kids, get down his hands and knees, used to play with him because of what he did put himself through wrestling. Wrestlers shouldn't fucking break themselves just to fucking entertain people. You know what I mean? They shouldn't involve that much sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Monkey's saying I don't think his kids were actually. You might be thinking of the I Quit match where his kids were fucking crying their eyes out and his wife had to fucking take him away. Yeah, that was fucked up and all that. Actually, the Rock, you know, was a bit too overeager with the chair shots. Yeah, he was only meant to take like 6 or 7, I think, and instead he took like 13, 14. You know what I mean? There was an insane number of chair shots that Mankind was. I mean, they agreed on a set number and then Rock had doubled it. Like, double it and give it to the next guy, that kind of shit. But aye.
Absolutely insane. I don't think anyone saw that coming. It was such a blindsiding thing. And it came right after losing Eddie Guerrero. So it was like, damn, we're already like mourning the loss of Eddie.
So, yeah, Milky, you're definitely thinking of Dark Side of the Ring. I mean, I'd be happy to show you, but I mean, the stream will probably get shut down and taken off. But yeah, you're thinking of that because obviously they went and covered it Dark Side of the Ring. You know, it was definitely the I Quit match with The Rock. That's what you're thinking of. I know exactly what you're thinking of. I've seen the same thing myself.
And then to Benoit, like, oh my, like, wow, down in the dumps kind of stuff. Dr. Jedi says, if we hit 3 goals on this stream, will I do DSP tries it today? Yes. If we raise $450 on this stream, that's 80 goals, and we order today. We will do it right after the gameplay segment of Donkey Kong Bonanza. And I'd be down for that, but I really don't see us hitting 3 goals today. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
Hint, hint.
No, Kat does not like pro wrestling. At all. She knows of it. Like, she knows the big wrestlers. Like, she knows John Cena. She knows The Rock. You know, she knows Austin. She knows their names, everything. She knew Hulk Hogan. But she doesn't.
That's what it's called, Beyond the Mat. Dark Side of the Ring, Beyond the Mat. The series device, that's what it is, yeah. Aye, I'll find it. I think it's on YouTube. Hold on. I'm not gonna watch it on YouTube because it's probably fucking gonna get fucking taken down and all that shit. So, hold on 2 seconds. Let's see if I can find it for you very quickly. Mankind, Rock, Dark Side, or Beyond the Mat even. I love how I type in YouTube Mankind Rock and I type in the word Beyond and it comes up 2 souls. What? But nah, yeah, I mean, there's like clips online. Apart, somebody able to do like the whole thing in like 10-minute increments or whatever. Like 15 years ago. This is old school YouTube. So like, this is old school YouTube fucking style format here. Beyond the Mat, 10 out of 10. This is like a video of it, whatever, you know. So I think if you go to this guy's chat, I mean, hold on. So where's the? Yeah, he's got a fucking playlist right there. The Beyond the Mat fucking thing. Hold on. I'll see. Where's the fucking? Oh, 2 seconds. Beyond the Mat's play all. Hold on. I don't want to play all, but I want to show you.
It's okay.
Push. Is there no part 9? It might be missing the part 9 where he's like, yeah, it kind of skips a part. Yeah, it's probably some things I can't show you. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I can. Yeah, it's definitely that quick match. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, you know what it's called anyway, so you'll be able to find it yourself. I'm pretty sure.
Didn't like it or watch it. What game replaces Mario Kart World in the rotation? Well, as we talked about in the podcast yesterday, I strongly recommend you watch it because we talked about this in full.
Oh, but
GTA 4 is now moving from a day stream to a night
game. Don't care.
Yeah, I want to push forward. We're already almost 10 hours in, and people are saying it's around 20 to 30 hours depending on how much time you spend on the content. So yeah, we'll push forward. We'll see if we finish it. The only reason I wouldn't beat Donkey Kong is if you guys get so bored of it, you tell me to stop, and people stop showing up and engaging and supporting, then I won't play it. But I figure we should get through it.
Money. Basically money.
It's been like over 3 weeks.
What's he saying here?
You didn't even know I was playing GTA 4, then where the hell have you been, your boy Lem? It's been like over 3 weeks. We started, I believe it was right at the beginning of July, but then I was gone for a week.
Where the hell have you been? Heaven forbid some people should be busy with their own fucking lives, Phil.
I came back and I've been playing it pretty heavily. You know, at this point, I think we're like about halfway through the game.
I love how Phil, you know, just seems to think that nobody can fucking be busy for like 3 whole weeks to have missed out and Phil stuff. Oh, what a boring bastard.
Right into the game. It's a good way to start up and address issues, like address the Hogan thing before we start playing.
Yeah. This might be what Bro Side Phil's all about.
You want to know the funniest part about this? So this is just a quick hangout where we talk for like 20 minutes and then we jump right into the game. It's a good way to start up and address issues, like address the Hogan thing before we start playing Donkey Kong, and then we get derailed constantly, right? So I used to do this all the time, and people were always telling me that they didn't like it, just get to the game. So I said, well, I'm going to do a formal podcast then. So I started doing a podcast.
It's not a podcast, god damn it.
I've done it for years now, right? So now I'm going back to just doing these little hangout sessions before we start with gameplay. On certain days, we don't do a big podcast. People say, oh, you're doing a podcast. Well, you used to tell me I didn't do a podcast at all. Even when I was doing the podcast, you would say, that's not a podcast. Well, now it is a podcast, according to these fucking people. Oh, okay. So now I'm doing a podcast even when I'm not doing a podcast. But by the way, I'm not a podcaster and I don't do a podcast, right? You fucking morons.
It's not a podcast. You're right.
Princess Luna, good morning. A $10 super chat from Princess Luna this morning. She says, good morning, King of YouTube chat. I hope that today's stream goes well. I have COVID. Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. As someone who went through it, I wish you the best. I hope you recover quickly. On the bright side, I got a 5-day vacation from work. Yeah, I mean, it's rough. When I had COVID, oh my God, it was the worst headache I ever had. It was so bad, I couldn't think straight. Like, I couldn't see straight. I couldn't think straight. Both my wife and I got it in tandem. So I got it and she got it, or she got it first and I got it. I forget which order, but oh my.
And logically speaking, she probably had it first since she's the fucking person that's working around other people.
My God, it was so bad. And that was it. Like, I didn't have the awful symptoms like a lot of other people report. For me, it was just insane head pressure for like 2-3 days straight. Like, unbearable. So get well soon to Princess Luna, and thank you for the super chat. By the way, that got us past the halfway point of support so far. Thank you. All right.
Beg more.
Christ is King says, not to add any negativity to the mix, but people just look for anything to belittle you on, valid or not, because they have, you know, shortcomings and problems in their own lives. Correct. People look at me and say, I mean,
Phil, wouldn't that argument also apply to you anytime you go off on Neil Druckmann or Phil Spencer? I'm just saying, before you fucking run your mouth here about your haters and detractors and critics running their mouth on you, maybe ask yourself why you're always quick to, you know, criticise and jump all over the works and, you know, and things about Neil Druckmann and Phil Spencer and all these other fucking people.
Want to be him. Why? Why wouldn't you want to be me? I'm 43 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life.
Oh, well, there you go. Broside Phil was right. Phil said those words. Can we get a wellness check on Broside Phil?
So people just look for anything to belittle you on, valid or not, because they have, you know, shortcomings and problems in their own lives. Correct. People look at me and say, I don't want to be him. Why? Why wouldn't you want to be me? I'm 43 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life besides when I was a teenager. Okay? I'm doing well for myself. My streams are doing absolutely great. I'm hitting goals. I'm making great money. My setup is amazing. I get to do what I love for a living, playing video games and hang out every single day, full time. I have a loving wife who I love to death and she loves me to death. We have a great house we live in. We have an awesome pet cat. Like, what exactly is there to not like besides a bunch of fucking losers on the internet who say nasty things about me every day? Why do I...
Well, I wouldn't wish your fucking life on my worst enemy. Your life is... You wanna know how exciting your fucking life is? You felt compelled to fucking tell your audience of this thrilling tale of when your neighbour's dog apparently got away and you caught it. And you're like, wow, there's content. Remember Phil's day off? You guys want a summary of what Phil's day off story used to be like? Apart from the usual stuff, I was like, oh, I went grocery shopping. I got pet food for Jasper. We got supplies. Remember the story Phil told about going shoe shopping? Oh, it was a grand tale. It was an epic day off story that Phil told on his precious podcast, where he and Kat went to get shoes. Wow. And then the dumb couple or family in front of them were trying to pay for shoes. Like this family where a fucking grandpa fucking was with them. He was trying to buy shoes for the whole family. But because he wasn't from there, the card wasn't accepting, you know, the payment because it was coming up like, you know, because he probably didn't warn his bank that he was like travelling to fucking see his family, so he probably thought it was fraud and stopped it happening, which is normal the fucking day. But Phil was laughing about this poor old man struggling to fucking pay to buy shoes for his like fucking grandkids or whatever, and Phil's like laughing, rolling his eyes, let's check out this old bastard taking for. That was Phil's day off stories. Like these like nothing incidents. And then Phil manages to like fucking drag this shit out into like some sort of epic tale of like, wow, this is my day. This is what my day was like. This is what my... It's like Phil's life has got nothing of it. And it, like, honestly, I mean, Phil's right. There is one thing that Phil's correct about. It is absolutely insane that there are so many detractors who are able to make content about this bizarre person when his life is the most mundane, pointless fucking existence. Like when you boil it all down, when you just break it all down, he is an extraordinarily boring, shitty person. You know, there is nothing to envy of his life. There's nothing special about his fucking life. There's nothing significant about him. He's a bizarre creature. You know what I mean? And it's like there's nothing to envy there. Honestly, it isn't. You know? Some people are fucking envious that Phil is giving lots of fucking money, but look at what he does. Like, if you were given that sort of money, you'd be living a far better life than Phil with what he does with that fucking money. It is insane how empty and devoid his fucking life is, despite receiving all that fucking money from his fucking dumbass dent heads. It's just, yeah, I cannot stress enough. There is no reason to feel envious of this bizarre individual.
Care. I'm living the life. Why do I give a shit about these no-load, nonsensical people on the internet? Nobody cares about the fucking shit on the internet. Here's my real life around me that I get to enjoy, and I get to ignore all these weirdos on the internet. Sounds like a good deal to me, but to them, I'm living one of the worst lives possible. That's called coping. That's exactly what that's called. Having to cope because your life sucks, my life's great, you're incredibly jealous of me, so you try to bring me down. But it doesn't work because I live in the real world while you live in the virtual world because your virtual existence is better than your real one.
Well, you cocoon yourself away from the fucking real world because you're fucking terrified of people fucking spotting you and making fun of you in real life like they do on the internet on a daily fucking basis. You refuse to fucking go and get cookies from some local fucking grocery fucking or some fucking cookie store because you are scared that the trans are going to fucking find you and make fun of you and fucking sabotage your DSP transit for cookie time. Your life is an extraordinary fucking sheltered one, lived in fucking fear, in perpetual fucking fear of someone seeing you, recognising you, pointing their finger at you, and saying it's the guy. He's the guy who fucking jerked off in front of children. And just you. That's what I'm saying. Like, in a month's time, in exactly a month's time, I get to go on a lovely week-long vacation to the Canary Islands with my lovely lady by my side. We're going to fucking have a great time, enjoy the Canary Islands, enjoy the hotel, enjoy just, you know, half board. All inclusive was a bit pricey, so half board's fine, no, half board's good, we get breakfast and dinner, you know, all good shit, you know, but aye, it's going to be great all the same, you know what I mean, it's going to be beautiful weather, you know, lovely hotel, it's going to be fucking fantabulous. When's the last time Phil was able to enjoy a great week-long break with his significant other? I mean, if you want to entertain conspiracy theories, that's what happened when Phil was off for 5 days. But I guess we'll never know what happened to Phil when he vanished for those 5 days. Probably saying technically coping is having to tell your audience how great your life is day in, day out, when getting proven wrong day in, day out. Exactly. I don't know who Phil's trying to convince here. Is he trying to convince his audience, or us, or himself? Like, I've pointed out, I've explained a lot of times why there's no reason to feel envious of Phil. You know, I've pointed out all the, you know, his life is so devoid of anything interesting, anything happening. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't experience anything. You know what I mean? And yet I'm meant to be envious that he's like, and like, for all the fucking money he gets, where does it all go? WWE champions, I mean, usual suspects, I imagine.
Oopsie poopsie, mine's better, so too bad.
Let's rewind that for full context.
Losers on the internet who say nasty things about me every day. Why do I care? I'm living the...
I want to rewind this and just let it play out in full context. Fuck it.
Oh my god, it was so bad. And that was it. Like, I didn't have the awful symptoms like a lot of other people report.
Yeah, it's COVID, whatever. Here we go. I'm going to let it play out.
So get well soon to Princess Luna, and thank you for the super chat. By the way, that got us past the halfway point of support so far. Thank you.
Who fucking cares?
Right. Just let it play out on all its entirety.
Crisis King says, not to add any negativity to the mix, but people just look for anything to belittle you on, valid or not, because they have, you know, shortcomings and problems in their own lives. Correct. People look at me and say, I don't want to be him. Why? Why wouldn't you want to be me? I'm 43 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life besides when I was a teenager. Okay? I'm doing well for myself. My streams are doing absolutely great. I'm hitting goals. I'm making great money. My setup is amazing. I get to do what I love for a living, playing video games and hang out every single day, full time. I have a loving wife who I love to death, and she loves me to death. We have a great house we live in. We have an awesome pet cat. Like, what exactly is there to not like besides a bunch of fucking losers on the internet who say nasty things about me every day? Why do I care? I'm living the life. Why do I give a shit about these no-load, nonsensical people on the internet? Nobody cares about the fucking shit on the internet. Here's my real life around me that I get to enjoy, and I get to ignore all these weirdos on the internet. Sounds like a good deal to me, but to them, I'm living one of the worst lives possible. That's called coping. That's exactly what that's called. Having to cope because your life sucks, my life's great, you're incredibly jealous of me, so you try to bring me down. But it doesn't work because I live in the real world while you live in the virtual world because your virtual existence is better than your real one. Oopsie poopsie, mine's better. So, too bad. Ooh, this is not loading. Wait. Someone tipped $1 and said, people have brought this up before. Someone tipped $1 and they said, I don't understand why you have the same goal on your day and night streams because they're different lengths, right?
Hey, I mentioned that earlier on. As part of my Steiner math thing when Broside Phil mentioned it. I mentioned that earlier on. And it's actually a very good point.
Your earlier stream is over 4 hours long. Your night stream is usually between 2 and 3 hours long. So why do you have the same goal, support goal for each? Why not
a very good question, Phil.
Have a bigger goal for your first stream and a smaller goal for your late stream?
I love that. No, should I make the day stream bigger then for goals because it's longer? That's a great idea. $200 a day stream.
Okay, the answer is simple. I've answered this before, but I haven't talked about it in a while because my support is not directly proportional to the length that I run a stream. It's not. It's not like, oh, Phil's earning a certain amount per hour. That's not the case at all right? At all.
You're not earning anything per hour, Phil. You're given things randomly, whether the audience want to give you anything or not.
My income is based on, number one, what I'm doing on a particular stream. Not the length that I'm doing it, but what I'm actually doing. That's number one. Number two, it's based on who can actually come by at a particular time. And if what I'm doing is in line with what people want to see at that time slot. Okay? There have been certain games that only worked on day or night streams. And there have been certain games that only worked on day or night streams. But does that mean that when I only play that game that I should have a set goal of more or less? Why? If people are going to contribute, they're going to contribute. It doesn't matter how long the stream is. It just matters that they can be there for the stream they want to see. Do you understand? So that's why I'm not going to adjust the support goals or whatever. They're fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Since we adjusted all of the stuff in the fall, right? It was December when we locked into how we're doing this now. We're not doing, streaks or anything like that. Instead, what we're doing is ongoing tallying of hitting goals. When we hit 10 goals, there's a reward. Then we do big marathons in between. Okay? Same goal every stream. First, it was too much. Then it was not enough. Hitting that 150 is perfect. That's exactly the right number for what we're doing. So why change it? It's working. And again, like I said, people come by when there's a game they want to see or when there's a hangout session they want to be a part of, and they support appropriately. It doesn't matter how long it is. The length is a moot point, okay?
So why have 3 of your last 4 streams failed to hit the goal?
Joe, that's correct. He says, worth remembering and reminding people you're cool to most people in here with or without support. I am cool to anyone who's cool with me. I have no problems with anyone. And you know what? And the truth is, even the people who don't like me or leech off of me, I don't wish them ill at all.
So Phil, when was Phil Spencer ever cruel to you? When was Neil Druckmann ever cruel to you? I don't remember those guys going out of a fucking way to make fun of you. And yet you seem to fucking really hate them with a burning passion for some random reason.
I'm happy. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, that being successful and everything. I'm good. It's just that people come in here and try to actively derail the fun we're having with toxicity and negativity. Those people are the ones that need to be taught a lesson. But outside of that, I'm happy with everyone. I talk to anyone. It doesn't matter if you're supporting or not. As long as you're a positive person, I'm good with you.
Does it matter if you're support or not, Phil? It doesn't matter if you're support or not. You were given $1 yesterday playing that fucking Capcom Fighting Collection or whatever, and you said, oh wow, $1. But you were super pissed off it was only a fucking $1 they gave you. Like they owed you fucking more money. How fucking dare you waste your fucking breath reading out a contribution that was only for a fucking $1.
Supervisor Chuck did a $5 super chat. Said, I love your podcast. I work night shift and I listen to it whenever I can, so thanks for making my night less boring. Sounds good. We'll have a full podcast tomorrow covering various different topics, like I said. Likely it'll be me reacting to this Battlefield trailer that just came out, and also us brainstorming and solidifying the next marathon. Cracker Jacks, that wouldn't be possible. He says, have you ever thought about doing this one stream a day for 6 to 8 hours? No break? No dinner? How would that happen exactly? That'd be
no break, no dinner. Impossible.
Crazy. And the thing is, by breaking the streams up the way I do, people know the 2 subject matters that are different, right? Now, there's some exceptions. Like, I played Donkey Kong Bonanza all day on release day. But for the most part, it's 2 completely different streams. A podcast and a game, or just one game, and then at night, a different kind of stream vibe, right? Breaking it up makes sense. If I just said, 8-hour stream today, and at some random time we'll change games, then people aren't even going to know when to come by to see what they want. You see? Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's working. Things are working.
Who fucking cares?
Bookwill Cataracts just said, I love...
Wait. I feel like we need to fucking hear this again. This bizarre fucking laugh. And... Hold on. Who wants to hear this laugh in slow motion? First of all, we'll go to 0.25 speed. Okay? What the fuck? Hold on. We can, so that's 0.25 speed. Sounds kind of weird. We can go slower. It is possible to go slower. So let's just go back to normal on this one, and then on here, I'll scroll down. 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, we're now going to 0.08 speed is the lowest we can go, it looks like. Right. Weird ass fucking laugh time. Well, I regret everything. What the fuck was that? And in case people want to hear what it sounds like, just like normal speed, then by all means, here it is, just a normal speed. Yeah. There you go. That was normal speed. Oh, yeah. Bizarre.
Bookwell Cataracts just said, I love your red shirt today, Phil. Making fun of Bookwell from our running joke from GTA 4 the other day. Although, admittedly, I don't think you understand the nature of cataracts. Cataracts don't make you colorblind. Cataracts make it so that everything is blurry and you can't focus.
Old bastard.
What's up, King Michael? How are you today? Adam, how lost has he finally got a Switch 2? Congrats. What are you planning on playing on it? I'm just curious. Because as I just said in my review of Mario Kart World yesterday, which, by the way, the review is live on the channel. It already has about 1,000 views. I haven't looked at it.
Who fucking cares?
Oh. It has over 1,500 views in climbing. Not even 24 hours yet, so that's good. I actually did a formal review of Mario Kart World, and to be frank, it ain't very good. It's a pretty underwhelming, overpriced game for a launch title. So.
Hey, hold on a second. You know, in case you're wondering who this is MRC Midnight, who changed the name to Hulkamaniac. Oh, we probably understood that way. They kind of have the star, and, you know, they've got their own 0.1 speed tier. So hold on. You're gonna take my 0.08 speed, and you're going to add your own 0.1 speed to it as well, to make it even super duper more slower than usual. Like that might take like fucking, you know, 2 minutes to fucking play. Like, I'm just saying, wouldn't it all like add up? So that's my slowness, you know, on top of your slowness, might make that incredibly super duper fucking slow. I'm just saying. Sonny is saying DSP as a Rhino.
The Kravenov hit failed. All of our guys are dead.
What the fuck was that? I have no idea what I just. What the fuck was that? I have no idea. What the hell did I just watch?
I wonder what you're going to play on your Switch 2, being that there's so few exclusives. All right. Shall we get back to what we were doing with Bonanza? Shall we get set up here? All right. Thank you for the early support. Already being at 88 bucks is great. Guys, let's get to that goal.
Fuck off. Oh, Diablo's saying check the Discord. I sent a video for Phil. Hold on. You sent a video for Phil, did you?
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething.
This is Phil, right?
The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Yep, that's definitely DSP for sure during a stream. My life is perfect, in the best shape ever, apart from when there's a get out of here.
Let's get to 78 out of 80. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's hit that goal. Let's do DSP tries it at the latest support this week.
Blah, and then he fucks off, whatever, who cares? Anyway, I think we're quite ready to wrap things up here. Let's go live. So, Phil, I believe, has hit his goal today. I think he's hit his goal. We'll find it in a second here. Once Phil was finished playing Dress Up. The top member bomb was 5 from there.
Fresh snow.
$40 super chat.
Well, the thing is, I need the fresh snow, so I'm going to keep that then. That sucks. We already got ones that are better.
Phil is exactly on $150. Would you look at that? Phil was on precisely 150 buckaroos. Goal hit. That means he shouldn't beg anymore today, correct? At least that's the logic that Phil always fucking uses. Phil doesn't have to beg anymore today, guys, because he hit his goal. He doesn't have to annoy his audience anymore and ask them for money and contributions because he's hit his goal. At least that's what he's always telling us all. And yeah, he's probably going to fucking beg like crazy anyway and say support slowed down since earlier on. Anyway, okay, we're done with the bad man. The bad man can go fuck off. Guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for joining me for some robust bingo antics today. And yeah, we'll return tomorrow, of course, for some more bingo. And after bingo's all said and done tomorrow, we will have some marbles too. Because it's Friday, and every single Friday, after we play bingo, we try and complete 3 very challenging marble maps on that little marbles game. And for every marble map we do complete, we do add $10 extra to the bingo prize fund. So it's a good way to wrap up the week, you know, and all that jazz. So yeah. And yeah, I'm going to end things there, and I'm going to end how I always end, by putting notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar animations. So until tomorrow, guys, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Until then, have a good one, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.